Folks, we're back. How about you folks, right down here? What kind of an answer did you get?
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Lily.
The bride. The bride.
How about over by Celeste? What'd you say?
Look at her ring. Did you see her ring?
Who did it? One more, way in the back. Yeah. Okay, one time in here I heard just about everybody, so you're as confused as I used to be. Okay, the wedding is done. They're now man and wife. They will leave very soon to start a new life. Richer than rich, their life is sublime. They've got money, a house, and nothing but time. But wait, the commissario has a gleam in his eye. This is very unusual. I'm wondering why. He's looking at Carlo with much consternation. It looks like he's finished his investigation.
Carlo, if you please, give me the jar. You're going to miss your plane and not go far. I had a hunch, a suspicion or two, when I saw SPQR etched on that jar of glue. Only in Rome could that jar have been made. My research showed most all have stayed. The question was, just who was my prey? Was it you or Gina I would take away? You played your role so calm and cool, but you don't really know me. I am no fool. I needed time to let you play out your hand. I'm sorry it won't finish the way you had planned. I'm sure Gina would have been next on your list. For your kisses, I know she could not resist. Once the 8 million was securely in hand, you couldn't wait to slip on that wedding band. I know just what fate was ahead for your bride. Perhaps a nice trip to the remote countryside, a bottle of wine, some olives and bread, and within a few minutes, she surely would be dead.
The 8 million was really meant to be mine. Though with Gina, I'll admit I had a good time. But I want to wander, to be really free. I can't do that with a wife tethered to me.
Alas, I know, for I've stood in your shoes. I could have traveled, gone on a cruise, traveled the world, saw things so unique, climbed a mountain to a very high peak, rode a camel through the desert so wide, saw the Sphinx with the help of a guide. Forest in Brazil, I would have loved to see. Gone to London to have crumpets and tea. In China, I could have done many things. Touched some silk like gossamer wings. Frozen my toes on Iceland turf. Gone to Hawaii to learn how to surf. But like you, I made my choice and was surprised to hear my voice say the words that I now rue. Those two small words, I do.
Slammer's not a fun place to be. I've been there. You see? You'll be there, I know, for a good long while. We'll know just how long after the trial. Turn your back or smile at anyone, or they'll think you're in for some good time fun.
I know a good lawyer. An old friend of mine. Maybe he can help to lower your time. Right now, my guess is 20 to 30 years. You'll be locked up with your deadly peers.
Hey, Carlo, I want to give you some advice. Get a job in the galley, cooking the food. If you work in the laundry, you're going to get screwed. Stay away, Carlo, from the bigger guys. Little ones too. Well, you'll never know, Carlo, what they're going to do.
I can't believe we ended like this. I thought we'd live forever in fairyland bliss. You use me for nothing but gain. I hope your sentence brings you nothing but pain. I'll think of you often while I'm enjoying the sun on the beaches of Sardinia. Oh, what fun. And while I'm sipping a real good red wine, sitting and trying to decide where to dine, our divorce will be final in a very short while, probably before you go to trial. You thought I was so simple and so very naive. Well, I've had many things up my little puffy sleeve. As your wife, your home in Rome will now be all mine. With my money, I'll fix it up really fine. We had to wed first to make it all work, but I've known all along you were such a jerk. I've been writing, you see, for many long years, covering my letters with salty tears, hoping one day to join the one I did want, the one who was faithful, my old confidant. We finally can be together, though I will not wed, for I will not risk ending up dead. But good times we'll have as we'll travel the land, always together, always hand in
Hand the mic over to my good buddy Tom.
What a performance. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I bet you thought these were actors from Hollywood. But they really are Italian club members. We got a lot of talent in our club. Now I'm going to introduce each one of the actors. And I'm going to start with Bob Zimmerman. Bob was a narrator who kept us on track. Mr. Zimmerman, please come out. Now, that little old lady all the way from Italy, that's our own Lily LaPera. Mr. David Connor. David introduced us to the residents in the Manor and kept us on track. David? Now, all the way from Italy, Gina, who unknowingly brought the killer with her. Here is the innocent little Gina. Now, we have that sly devil interested only in Gina's millions to be. Our villain, Ron Peck. Now we have Captain Giuseppe LaPera. Giuseppe let us know that the Alitalia flight was ready to board. He did it in Italian and he did it in English. That accent is really real. As Lily says, I got Giuseppe fresh off the boat. And now we have our own Pete Sacco. Pete, oh, I gotta find my place here. We have our own Pete Sacco. He is the one who walked into the sunset with Gina. Okay, hand and rake. Enzo, our gardener, he says, I know nothing about the law. That's according to Valentina. Here is our real-life attorney, Russ Baldo. Now, no one can handle a knife and fish better than our delightful cook, Vito. Where is Vito? Vito was played by my dear uncle Giovanni Freschi, also known as John Freschi. And then there's the Don's ex-married and ex-rich widow, now dead, but really alive, Karen Zimmerman. Now we have, with her little fluffy duster, Isabella, or as we know her as Penny Bass. Now, there are no words to describe the smart, the cunning, and the brilliant commissario, never defeated, Aldo Pardini. The amazing Aldo. Now, while not a member on stage with the cast, this lady made us believe we were in Italy, a manor, a kitchen, and at a wedding. We heard storms, planes, gunshots, screams. The lights, they went up, the lights that went down. Music filled the gaps. We have our own technician extraordinaire, Celeste Martello. Celeste, it's the mic on you so everybody can see you. Okay, she's giving me this. Okay, we just got a couple other announcements. Before this great production could ever happen, someone had to have a thought, an idea, and then it had to go from pen to paper. We have one of the greatest playwrights in our company. Also, there's one other special lady up there that was part of the cast that put in, I don't know how many hours, organizing the rehearsals, the director of this great play. I can't say enough good words about her, Miss Karen Zimmerman. Let's let's give this cast a big round of applause and rattle the chandeliers. Okay, we have the ballroom till 10 o'clock. So the cast is going to go out into the audience and mingle around. And for those that haven't met these wonderful actors, this will be your chance. And Miss Lily is going to have a drawing right now. Here you go.
Everybody has their blue ticket?